Hey there, Ventex here. Welcome back to another live stream. Today we are checking out What Remains of Edith Finch. According to the store, Steam store, 95% overwhelming positive, over 36,000 reviews. The synopsis goes, What Remains of Edith Finch is a collection of strange tales about a family in Washington state. As Edith, you'll explore the colossal Finch house, searching for stories as she explores her family history and tries to figure out why she's the last one in her family left alive. So, definitely some intriguing premise there to figure out why Edith is the last one alive in her family. So let's go ahead and open it up. Let's get into it. This game was donated to me by our viewer Erica, longtime member, one of my mods over here. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the key. Music's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and get it up on the screen, shall we? What Remains of Edith Finch? Sounds like a teacher's name, doesn't it? Let me... Oh, we got... I just pressed escape so I can do some settings because I didn't get to do settings right away. Oh, I skipped it. Oh. Wait a second. I didn't know I skipped the intro. Is there anything else? Maybe that was it. Maybe I had to press escape. Let me try it again. I don't want to miss anything because it's a very heavy story-based game. Okay. Not gonna hit escape this time. Okay, so here I am. I can look around, I can zoom in. Oh, I got flowers. Oh, here we go. So I have a cast and flowers. Can I open it? There we go.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you. And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
Okay, this is why I started the game over, just in case. Can I do it from here? I think I can. Audio. Everything's max controls. Looks fine. Graphics looks good. Everything's on ultra. I don't see the option for subtitles, so hopefully it looks like they're mostly already in there. But here we are. We're Edith. We were born in 1999, so pretty young. Then we had Milton, which would be our brother, I assume, and Lewis. They were all born pretty close to us. Two older brothers. Then we have Dawn and Gus and Gregory. Sanjay, I guess he's like kind of like a family friend, maybe. That's why he's a leaf. Kay, she's another family friend, I guess. I don't know, maybe. Ingeborg? Ingeborg? It's an interesting name. Odin! Whoa! Someone related to us was named Odin. That's pretty cool. Alright, here we go. Looks nice.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Okay, I wonder why I wasn't allowed. That looks like a very unstable house. I don't know if I'd live there. What's it? Orca's Island Gazette.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago.
Damn.
Marked urgent. Open immediately.
Those didn't get paid.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Okay, so Lewis is dead. I hear a frog. Is there a frog? I don't see a frog. I really wanted to see a frog.
My mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
So there's a way down and then a way to the right. I'm going to go to the right because the right's always right. Is this a game or is this game or whatever from a book? I'm not sure. It has an interesting premise.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Hoof prints? Where? Oh, is that? No, that's rock. Where's the hoof prints? Oh. Oh dear. Oh. He's suspicious. Oh. Can we sneak up on him? Oh. Is it like red light, green light? Look the other way. There. I tried my best.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
And here I
But now I
am.
have questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Where'd the other path lead to? Oh, basketball.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
I want to go to the other path. Oh, here it is. What does she have to say about this place?
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
Missing. Milton Finch. He's our brother. So one brother, Lewis, is dead, and Milton is missing, at least. He might be dead, too. Oh, wait, all of them are dead. I just read the synopsis. I'm the only one left alive. Of course they're all dead. Why am I acting surprised? It's like I read the synopsis, but I didn't listen to myself read it. Going for a stroll. Okay, and that's the way that we could have gone. Oh, wait. Look, there's a path this way. Oh, I can't go that way. It's a creek, I guess. Not a path. I hear that frog. I don't see him. Well, there's no deer on this path, so maybe it's better that we went on the other side. So if Milton is missing, how do we know he died? Age of disappearance 11. 4'6". There's 3 of them. 4 of them, like little breadcrumbs. These frogs are everywhere. What's over here? A dragon.
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband. I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me, even then.
What if he did? What if he drowned? Trying to work on it or something. Looks like some kind of float. Maybe a slide? The way its back is open like that? They're ninja frogs. Like in Naruto.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
The woods make her
Now,
uncomfortable.
as a
The house
17-year-old,
makes her uncomfortable.
I knew exactly what those words were.
Everything makes
I
this.
was afraid of the house.
Everything makes her uncomfortable. That's a fake picture. That's not even a window. That's just a picture of a paint can. Oh, look. It's wheelchair accessible. That's good. I like the swing out front. I definitely could not afford this place. Let's say that right now. 100%. even with how unstable it is. The location alone. Oh, here in the woods with the creek, isolated. Alright, let's see what else makes this person, Edith, feel uncomfortable. We got the woods, we got the house, what else? Oh, it's a crack. There we go. Slide on in.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
So wait, I got a workshop in the garage, and I also have one in the basement too, apparently. Flour, salt, water, yeast. Fanny Farmer Jr. Cookbook. The Book of Mushrooms. Okay. Cosmic cuisine. Lots of cooking. All of them are cooking.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Okay. I hear creaking.
For the first time in years,
Yes.
I felt like I was home.
But you just felt uncomfortable. Didn't the house make her feel uncomfortable?
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
More cooking books. I got copies too. Those are the same books in the garage. Or in the garage.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
It's crazy. They got all these cooking books, yet they eat out so much. You figure with all these cooking books, probably someone in the family is a chef, and they would cook more than eating out at Chinese a lot. Look, they got stacks and stacks of them. Same ones, over and over. Has a lot of mugs. Collectors. Whoa, that's a lot of fish.
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Got a recipe for apple pie. In a saucepan, combine the apples, water, and lemon juice. Cook over medium-low heat just until the apples are tender. Remove from the heat and cool. Do not drain. In a large bowl, combine the sugars, flour, cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and salt. Add the apples and toss to coat. Place bottom pastry in the pie plate. And make sure you fold in the cheese. That is a lot of salmon. Looks more like tuna.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Can I get the flashlight? No. Spilt the wine, or is that ketchup? They're both next to each other. Takeout Chinese is pretty good, though. I'm down with some Panda Express. Get some of that orange chicken. Double orange chicken and fried rice. That's the go-to. Welcome home. Assisted living to enjoy
My mom
life.
was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Okay, so Edie is a great-grandma. She lived in a nursing home. My brother Milton is missing, but presumably dead because everybody is. And my other brother died too, Lewis.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
What's an unsettling analogy? Or
Even
simile?
the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
This is like me in college. I didn't have like furniture for my desk. I just stacked it up on boxes. They're using books. I figure with all this furniture and with the house and everything like that, they could afford a TV stand. Ghost. It's almost that time. It's getting close. Something's creaking. There's a basement. Okay, can I unlock the front door? I imagine it was locked, right? No?
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Oh, this is all foamed up, and it has like a crazy lock, too. Really don't want you to go in there. What's this? Barbara. Oh. Okay. There it goes.
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
What? He built this house? Damn. That's impressive.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Oh, come on. Come on, Mom. You're not even around anymore. I should go in the basement. Ooh.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
I like how they have the
After Milton disappeared,
motorized
Mom
electric
sealed up
chair.
all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Mom sealed up the bedrooms? What? Why? How does that help? What does that do? Molly.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
So she died in 1947, yet they kept her room and kept it the same, and they even labeled it as her room, kept the door the same and everything. How? 47 was a long time ago. My character was born in 1999. I'm already like at least like older teen, so jeez, why would you keep the room the same for that long? That's crazy. Let's see over here. I know I could look at the people.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
The frogs are buried in the library. That's disturbing. Okay, a lot of this isn't making a lot of sense right now. My friend Bigfoot.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
She's a movie star. My friend Bigfoot. That sounds like a fun movie. Ooh. Who's this? Sven?
Edie's father, Odin, built the original
Odin.
house.
Edith said she's 17. So she's 17 and they have a door that they kept in that house on the first floor, or I guess the second floor, right away for Molly, who died in 1947. So if she's 17, that means this is 2016, right? Because she was born in 1999. So let's assume it's 2016, right? So this means that they kept this room the same. Let me do quick math here. 2016 minus 1947. They've kept this room the same for 69 years. And they labeled it, even though it's been 69 years. That's crazy. Okay. See, that's still pretty crazy, Sven. But at least Edie is 2010.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
They build a new room when someone dies. That seems... that seems a little bit much. You're doing too much. Maybe I'm too lazy. I can't imagine building a room. This person was only born for 10 years and they kept his room. Gregory.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Damn. They did Gregory dirty. They put him in a bathroom.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Oh. That's also disturbing. Poor Gregory. Like, everybody gets a room and your room stays even after you die, except for Gregory. You get in the bathroom. What are your thoughts on encryption? Is there going to be a part 2? There is much more to gameplay. I would give you some tips next time. Yeah, I'll play again. Gregory is only 1 year? I thought it said 67 to 77. No, 76 to 77. Okay, so he was born for a year. So this baby gets a bathroom. That's your room. Maybe it's because his seniority is pretty low. He wasn't around that often. They got wine literally everywhere. Anywhere you can find a place to put wine, put it there.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
That way you don't have to go all the way down to the kitchen to get wine. You just pop on to the second floor, grab you a bottle. Should put it next to Gregory's room. I'm sure the baby could use some. Maybe the baby drowned.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
But I thought these were their rooms. So these are the rooms they died in? Each one of them? It said... No. It said that Calvin stayed with... Or Sam stayed with his dead brother, Calvin. But I can't imagine everyone died in their room. This is a nice view. They have creepy photos of Odin. That's a creepy photo too, though. It's a mystery. They don't have any pet photos? I don't see any pet photos. Where's all the pets? I see people. I want to see your animals. Let me pet them. I don't care about the people. I want to see your pets. All I see is bugs.
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Whose room is this? Is this supposed to be my room? I think so, maybe. It's the only one without a label. 249.
Louis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Open it. 20,000 leagues under the sea.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Whoa.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Cockroaches.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
So did they have a cat? Because if they have a cat, I want to see a picture of it.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door.
Show me your cats.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Whoa. Hey, that little girl was wearing that little cat mask.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Oh, this is Molly's room.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
That's a cool mural. I like that on the wall. Molly. This is a nice... She got a nice room. It's kind of small, but it's
I got
nice.
the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here. Before my mom sealed the doors.
She was 10 years old. Let's learn about Molly. Nope. Come on. Flip it.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner.
What?
I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Don't eat the hamster. Don't do it. No. Oh, you're gonna eat the hamster food?
The gerbil food was
Gerbil
dry,
food.
but I didn't mind it.
She was so hungry she had to eat gerbil food? Sounds like mistreatment. Malnourishment. Oh, it's a fish. Why don't you eat that? Come here, Nemo. I thought about eating the fish. Did she think about eating the fish?
I thought about eating Christopher,
I
but
knew
I
it.
held back.
They starved this little girl. That's the only reason why she would eat her fish. Christopher. She even named it. I can barely reach the sink.
I kept eating and eating.
She even eats the toothpaste? Come on. That's not good for you. She got to eat the decoration?
I ate a lot of things that night.
Uh-oh, she gonna eat something poisonous?
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Oh, come here, bird. Chicken is on the menu.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
What? How is that possible? She just anamorphed.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Oh, come on.
Mom
Gotcha.
and Dad didn't even look at me.
It's like they got their own problems. Come here, bird. Just want to nibble. Whoop.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Think she's hallucinating on berries?
I
Gotcha.
could tell she was getting really tired.
Not me, I can do this
now
all day.
I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
That one's stuck. Oh no. It's glitching out. That one's glitching out too. They're all glitching out. These poor rabbits never stood a chance. Okay, I see that the rabbits. Am I gonna eat one? Oh, okay, I move. I didn't know I could move. I thought I was just waiting. Oh, okay, I have to strike them. Oh, I missed it. Got him. I thought something else was gonna happen.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Uh-oh. What's bigger than a rabbit?
A mama rabbit.
A mama rabbit, of course. The only thing bigger than a rabbit is a mama rabbit.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Shark can't fly. Whee! Oh! A land shark. That's the scariest type of sharks.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Oh, man.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
There she is. Come here.
I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Oh. I have a tentacle. Oh, I'm moving. Oh, I'm Cthulhu.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Got him. Easy. He had no idea.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Munch. Got him.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Oh, I'm a shark again?
I
No.
slithered onto the sand.
Still the
and
monster.
The good smell went into an old pipe.
It's a very slimy tentacle. Oh, in the toilet. Oh, is she here? No. Must be in her room. Or maybe it's my parents. No, it's me. It's Molly.
I got closer and closer.
She was eaten by a toilet monster. I knew it. Is it this way? Called it. I don't think it's this way. No. Maybe it's in bed. Oh, here. There's a text on here. All my stomachs.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Eaten by Cthulhu. I knew it.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Okay. Now we know about Edie. She was eaten by Cthulhu. What a way to go. Oh, I can step out here. I can't jump on the tree. Is there anything else I might have missed? I can't go back in.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
So they did have a cat.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
It's oxygen. Her pills. Didn't she go to the nursing home? Built in 1937.
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed.
I knew it was a slide.
She could have, but she didn't.
Dragon kills Finch. Tragedy strikes. The Finch family upon celebration turns to mourning.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Is that Sven? No, who is that?
Louis died a week before we left,
Louis.
but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
It's nice of her. Well, look, she's got everybody's handprint, too. She was into sewing. Mole Man.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Oh, that'd be cool. We gotta see the Mole Man. Edith Jr. Lake Trip.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Edie won't go. 72-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of a little forest fire.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Alright, let's look what this is.
Her room was like a museum.
So there's Odin. He built the place originally.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune.
I knew they had fortune.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse. His wife, Ingeborg, and their newborn son, Johan.
Ingeborg. That's a cool name.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
He brought his house on sale? Wow. He got it on sale.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Okay. So now the sharks can live there. That's nice.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
So, Sven went to work. And it just goes back. Okay. Oh, no, I want to get out of there. How do I step away? There we go. Oh, that was
Whatever's
it.
wrong with this family,
For
it goes back a long
Ingeborg
ways.
and Odin. So that was his wife. So is Sanjay Dawn's significant other? I don't know. No penguin? It's a, no, that's a dove, or pigeon, right? So it's a constructor? Pigeon constructor? Oh, look at all these different birds. 1995. So all the birds have their own little rooms too where they died. Purpley. Larpy. This bird lived 11 years. Rob. Rob was a lizard. So it's a mixture of birds and lizards. Perpy lived about 3 years. No, that's Perpy, and that's Purpley. Zerpy. Derpy Jr. That's a great name. Burpy. Bob. Bob the Snake. Don't know what this one's name is. Derpy. There's Derpy Senior. And there's Derpy Jr. They do look the same. Derpy Senior and Derpy Jr. look exactly the same. I can see why he called him Derpy Jr. There's no way that he was actually his son, though, because he died in 1981. He wasn't born until 1994. Okay. Derpy Jr. Shag bathroom carpet. Are you serious right now? This feels gross. I don't know. I don't like the idea of carpet in bathrooms. That just seems like a recipe for disaster. Ugh. I feel like that'd be all mildewy and moist. Why would you put carpet in your bathroom?
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
I hate her.
It was a pretty big trace.
I hate it. It's the worst. There's wine in the bathroom. Golly. Why do I gotta climb up on the toilet to unlock this? Why can't I just take it? Or unlock it from the without climbing up? There's a Secret in This Bathroom by Sven and Edie Finch. What's the secret?
There's a secret in this bathroom.
Okay.
It's in the last place you would look.
Ooh. In the cupboard.
It isn't in the cupboard.
Oh, it's not. Never mind. Is it in the toilet?
It's hidden in this book.
In this book. Okay, well. That wasn't much of a secret. You just told me where it was. Calvin Finch.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Ooh. I don't know if I want to crawl back here. It's surprisingly clean and not dusty. Uh-oh. This is where you get claustrophobic. Excuse me. Fort Calvin. Fort Sam. Wow. Sam had the bigger side of the room. Poor Calvin. He got gypped. But to be fair, Calvin has the bridge. So Sam might have the bigger side of the room, but Calvin has the bridge. What's the cool robot. To command center. So that's the command center. Oh, up there. Oh, he has a bridge. And he also has a command center. But I guess he has like a little... He has a little something here. He can't really climb up that. You have to climb up the dresser. I guess they were playing. They have little sticky darts. I like Calvin's side of the room much better than I like Sam's. Enlist. Join in fight. Has a certificate here. Orcas Island Regional High School, Cobra Battalion, Bravo Company. Certificate of Achievement is presented to Samuel Finch for obtaining a 120% deportment grade in the third quarter of the 1967-1968 school year. 120% is pretty good. So Calvin stopped growing after 1961. That's when he died. And then Sam just kept growing until 1968 was the last time he got measured.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Okay, let's see what Calvin's all about.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Calvin.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Hold on.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
We're gonna do it.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up.
Here we go. Oh, this is it.
Then maybe he'd still be
Oh,
here.
one more.
But I doubt it.
Whoa.
I think he'd already made up his mind. That's
So
what I want to
close.
remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
He was 11 years old.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing. After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Can I go this way? That's a cool shield. United States Marine Corps captured the secret lives of the war photographers. Cigarettes, smoke 'em Joes. I want to go back down under.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Can I leave? No. How do I get out of here? I guess I go back the way I came. Maybe? It feels not right. Can't go this way. I don't see anything else I can interact with over here. I can go this way, I guess. Nice. Pull the handle. Halloween.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
There's the wine. There we go. Shortcut. Shortcut unlocked. Milton. I was already here.
Growing up,
Oh no,
I
this is
always
the
thought of Barbara as a child star.
same photo, but we're in her room now. There's the Sasquatch, Bigfoot. Barbara Finch. My friend Bigfoot. So many letters and some trophies, some awards.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Dreadful stories.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
That's a Tales of the Crypt wannabe.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
They never come back when they say
20
that.
minutes later, Rick hadn't returned.
Of course.
So Barbara went to look for him.
Why?
Right on cue.
Idiot. You deserve death.
She reached for the music box.
Nope, not doing it. Here we go.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh, what? It's Halloween. Can they play this music? Is this allowed?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined...
I feel like this is
worst.
not allowed. I'll have to mute this later, I'm sure. Oh, I got a weapon. Whoa! There's a bloody handprint. What's in here?
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman Killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
He impaled and ate his family? Whoa! That's what I'm gonna do to him. He's right here. He's in the fridge.
It rattled and grew still.
It's him. It's my boyfriend. He's in there. And then the killer's gonna be behind me, right? Oh dear. Boom.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah!
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm coming up.
Okay.
This is a trick.
I'm coming out.
Dead, Walter.
He's already dead. Back in the basement. No. Just gonna swing it blindly. Walter?
Walter, are you there? Walter vanished.
What?
But his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police described the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Oh no!
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Locked. Yeah! Locked him out.
And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly Shore. In years, the hinges grown.
Yeah! Got him.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
When we go down there, he's gonna be gone, right? In true horror fashion. And then he's gonna gut me like a fish. I knew it. I knew it. I've seen this movie before.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Who could it be? Hello?
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was
Open it.
coming from inside the house.
Turn and swing!
Oh dear.
Oh dear, that's your response? Oh no! What about the guy she hit
Come to
over?
surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time.
What a
He
brat.
took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Oh no. Okay, then tried the whole Tales of the Crypt thing. Does he know where the key is to the basement?
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Barbara Street. Happy birthday. Wow, that's old. Jeez. They kept it here this entire time? Okay, I gotta find the way out of here. Miss Tales from the Crypt, yeah. That was one of the better old shows. I guess I go back the way I came, which is weird. I said that last time and I found a way. Is there a way? Don't see one.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
I think I have to go get the key. We did unlock that way.
I guess
towards
now
the
I
second
know why
floor.
Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
There we go. Now I can go into the basement. It's getting dark. Need to turn on some lights. Oh, probably haven't paid the electricity bill. I need to get that flashlight. Music box. Here you are. Is her ear still in here? That'd be awesome. Nice pool table. You can play pool while you wait for your laundry. This is where Grandpa cut himself.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
There's that fridge.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Whoa,
Turned out she
another
was hiding a lot more
corridor.
than that.
The square footage on this house is insane.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Ooh.
If there's
Fallout
a pattern in
shelter.
all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
It's like they were preppers. Yeah, a lot of shaving cream. I wonder why you need shaving cream. What is shaving cream good for the Fallout? I understand shaving, but I don't know if you need cream to shave. You just use soap. Sometimes I just use soap or shampoo. All kinds of spices. Walter. What's out here? There's a window. Oh, so you can see the outside, technically, from the shelter. You kind of feel like you're looking outside, at least. Alright, let's learn about Walter. 1952 to 2005. Looks like he was kind of paranoid.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
30 years.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
What do I do with it? Oh, here we go.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today.
Peaches.
I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
Got that peach juice.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
More peaches.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
$1976.
And then one day, everything just
2005. This is when he died.
stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
This man likes his peaches.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting.
Time to go outside.
I have to leave.
Nope, never
Well, I
mind.
still can.
It's not the outside. Oh, I can't go this way. I have to. Oh, there. There's another way. Wow, this place is gigantic.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin.
Oh yeah, breakthrough. It's my garbage pit. Butter, peanut butter. Peanut butter and jelly. Nice. Sweetie Crisps. Just so great. Is that coffee? No, that's soup. What about this? Pork chunkies. Alright, let's break through.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
What? You didn't like the peaches?
I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
This dude stood on a train track. What do you think was going to happen?
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Spent all this time down here just to stand on a train track when he's ready to live. Wait, maybe I go back the way he came, on the train track.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made, trying to bury something that's still alive.
We
Now
are.
that there's only one of us left. Or maybe two.
Yeah, maybe Milton.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Wow. There's a train memorial for Walter, who got hit by a train. Where'd that train come from? Oh, there it is. That's a really sharp bend for a train. Like, there's no room between it and the rock. I feel like it would scrape up against it.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Uh-oh, someone lost their chair. There's a lot of chairs. Why are there chairs in the trees?
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
I thought I was 17. Why am I thinking
But I
about
thought
dying?
you should
I got
know about your family.
a long life.
And the history you're a part of.
Am I giving birth or something? Who am I talking to?
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Sounds like I'm writing to, like, my unborn child or something.
I think the people in these stories believed them.
Or maybe
For
young child.
what that's worth.
Trying to document what happened to the rest of the family. Ooh, there's something over there blinking. Motion sensing lights. Motion sensing solar powered lights.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Ooh, what's this?
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Ooh, the cemetery. This is where Odin is born. Or born.
It's embarrassing
Buried.
for me to admit this, but
Born in a cemetery.
the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable.
Pet
than the
cemetery.
one.
Oh no, Derpy and Derpy Jr. They're right here,
3 of
even
the
though they
gerbils are
possibly
mine.
couldn't be.
2 had been my fault.
They couldn't be related too much. He would have to be his grandchild, Derpy Jr. He died in 1981, born in 1994. Lucy, they had a dog. Daisy, Charlie, cat. Oh no. Tucker, Coco, Zoe. They had a lot of pets. Bailey, Shadow, Oliver the rabbit. Christopher, the fish, he died. They buried him. They've got a tombstone for a fish. That's awesome. Look, how does the fish get a tombstone, but the birds get little plaques, little wooden signs?
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly Finch, Calvin Finch, Sven and Edie. They all have different statues. There's a cat with wings. There's a rocket. There's Calvin. He was the astronaut that flew off into the water. Sven, the builder. Edie, she loved to read. Walter, he was in his little bunker all this time. Barbara, the star.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
This sculptor is pretty talented. Look at that. All those details.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Okay, I guess I go back. I don't know if I can't interact with it again.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Sam, Gus, and Gregory.
Her dad had been pretty strict,
That's
but
the
it wasn't
baby.
enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Lewis, Milton, and Sanjay. So Milton liked to draw or paint. Sanjay doesn't get
She
anything.
lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I
Lewis,
get why she tried so hard to protect us.
he has a crown, but I thought, yeah, he has a crown. Where's Sam? He was all military. I didn't see
There's so many
Sam's
things
grave.
I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along.
Was there
me
a
to come
grave
back
for
someday.
Sam? There's Sam.
And
Never
find
mind.
everything out for myself.
I thought Sam would be next to Calvin. Milton.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Okay. Yeah, I thought Sam would be buried next to Calvin because they shared a room and everything, and they seemed like close brothers. But Calvin is over there, and then Sam's over here on this side. Let's go up.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Ah, so I am pregnant. I knew it. I was right into my unborn child. This is dangerous stuff for a pregnant lady to do. I really don't care about the safety of me or my child. If I'm willing to walk across stuff like that. What's up, Chris?
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Grandpa Sam.
They were both pretty intense.
Oh, he was a hunter. Yeah, he was a Marine.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Not quite.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Oh, here we go.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I was wondering where she was.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
I don't see anything else out there except for the birds. Yeah, that's it. Oh, the canoe. No.
Definitely should
here we
not
go.
have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take...
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just... Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. Great shot, Don! I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
I'm coming. Hold on. Hold on, I'm coming.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so-
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Got him. Should have double tapped.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
S. Finch.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Okay, I gotta figure out where to go next. Oh, there's like a little loft up there. Oh, here we go. What's up, Steven? This game tore you apart. So far, Molly got eaten by Cthulhu. Barbara got the monster mash, tore her up. Sam just got bucked by a deer. And then we had Calvin. He went flying. And what else? Who else was there? I think that's... Let me see. Where's my book? Calvin went flying. So Cthulhu, Monster Mash. He went into space. Got bucked. Oh, train. The train ran over Walter. Sink. And then me. I'm still alive for now.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Gregory, this is the baby. He swallowed something he wasn't supposed to. Has a big smile on that baby. That's kind of scary. Gregory. Strength. Respect. Teamwork. Damn, Gregory. Dawn and Gus.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Alright, let's start with Gregory. Divorce contract. Lawsuit has been filed against you. You have 20 calendar days after the summons and served to you to file a written response to the attachment complaint petition with the clerk of this court, located at 3527 Clerks Court Street, Friday Harbor, Washington 98250. Phone call will not protect you. Your written response, including the case number given above the name of the parties, must be filed if you want to court to hear your side of the case. So, a divorce between Kay Carlisle and Sam Finch. So, it looked like the wife petitioned for it. So, Sam's wife petitioned to get divorced from him. Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something was funny was happening, but only he could see it? I think he saw things the rest of us don't. I wonder what he saw. He reminded me so much of Calvin, lost in his imagination. Whatever it was he saw, it sure made him
Dear
happy.
Kay,
Oh, okay, fine.
do you
You read
remember
it.
the way
You
Gregory
read
used
it.
to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
I'll just go somewhere else. Obviously, I'm not wanted to read it.
I think he saw
Ooh.
things the rest of us don't.
The duck wants the frog. Give it to him. I got little chubby toes. I have the chubbiest toes ever. Go!
Time's over, Gregory. It's time to...
Oh no, don't drown. How are you gonna leave a baby unattended in a bath? You gotta close the Thank God you didn't drown me. You better not leave me in here.
Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Oh, she killed me.
Damn it.
I'm just gonna freeze.
Oh, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish she could have told us.
Oh, never mind. I'm gonna drown.
Good luck, Kay.
Nah, if I was Gregory, I would haunt her. I wouldn't want her to be happy. I'd haunt her. Easy. Why you gotta draw him naked? Put some clothes on that kid. Nah, that mom. How you gonna leave him in the tub? Like, take him out of the tub. Jeez. Don't close the door on him when he's in the tub. You should be in the bathroom there with him, just sitting on the toilet watching
A poem
him.
for Gus,
At the very
who
least.
always said the wedding was a bad idea.
Really, you should have
Our father never hit
eyes
us
on him.
kids, at least not very hard. Before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Whee! Hit all the words.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Let's go, Gus. Fly that kite. Whoa. Come on, Gus.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need us.
Oh, they're getting married. It's a wedding. There we go. I found him. Found the words.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
What? You can't do that. You're gonna get your butt whooped. You're asking for it, Gus.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
There's a tent. Is there any words by the tent? No? Oh, here they are. Is it a tornado?
Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
The Gus got sucked up by a tornado? It's not my first tornado. Whoa. And crash into the tent. No. Here we go. 4 words.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Uh-oh. Turn up the music.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you. She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I
Whoa.
was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
He had a cool mohawk. Well, if they name you Gus Jr., then you could be like Derpy Jr. Ooh, a rock climbing wall
My mom
ladder.
moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
That's cool.
At the
Like,
time,
this
it
is-
was as far away
I think
as you
it
could
would be
get.
cool for like a day, and then it'd probably be it's a pain in the butt to get up here after that. This is nice, though. Dawn and Sanjay.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Fly to India. 10 ways to teach critical thinking. There Sheila is right there. Dawn Finch, Sr. Okay, let's go out the window.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
So many Milton missing photos. Should I go down or up? I can't go down, okay.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Dawn.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
So Lewis had mint, thyme, sage, and basil. Milton had
And to see kids in the house
nothing.
again.
And then Edith. She had little people. She grew people.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
It's a nice, relaxing place.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Never stop learning. Assume nothing. Respect criticism. Ask tough questions. Analyze objectively. Got the multiple tables. Another hamster. They had a bunch of hamsters. That'd be terrible if the hamster was afraid of heights. This would be the
But it
worst
didn't
place
last.
for him. Odin Finch. Myth, history, the curse. Little religious. Okay.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Let's see. Milton. Let's peep.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Let's see if I can get in there. Not that way. Here we go. Open up the window. Wow. Too bad Milton went missing. This dude's an artist. Oh, it goes up. Let's go up. Milton. The magic paintbrush.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Yep. Nice. That took a lot of effort.
was 4 when Milton disappeared.
What is... Milton looks like the most cartoonish out of everybody. He looks like Doug. Doug Funny.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Here we go.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Let's see. Who's next? We're gonna go upstairs, climbing higher and higher.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Ooh. Someone lived in a boat. Let's open it up. Hookah.
Louis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of it went on.
Marijuana. Cannabis. Cannabis and PlayStation. And a mini fridge. Look at this guy.
Louis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Now he's dead for real.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Okay. Sam 1 Ale. Institute of
Dear Mrs.
Psychology.
Finch, as Louis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Uh-oh.
Newly sober, I believe Louis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
So he was addicted to more than just marijuana.
He kept working at the cannery.
Oh! Oh no! I did terrible.
But
Can't even do my
part
job.
himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
Again. Oh, never mind. Haha, you missed. Psych. Psych. Come here, slippery guy. Whoa. Can I grab my mind? No.
Wander.
Oh, there I am. Oh, okay. Oh, don't cut off my arm.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names.
It's a dragon.
He knew it was all in his head. He took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
What did I find?
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
Hello.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Ooh, dancing.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Whoa, fish!
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor.
Yeah, mayor.
And he won.
Of course, landslide. Landslide for Lewis.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
Got a voyage.
It became a game for him.
Oh, more fish.
He'd
Always
conquer a
fish.
city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
Yeah. New Louisville.
St. Louis.
Okay. St. Louis is actually a place, but it's
He
not spelled
started
that
drifting away from our reality.
Ooh. Oh no! Okay, good. I can't wreck.
Minneapolis.
Wow.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Minneapolis.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
handsome queen.
Handsome queen.
Whoa. This water's trippy.
The queen was on her own quest for
sinister serpents.
Sinister serpents.
Oh no, they're so sinister.
He followed the sound of her
silver harp.
Silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
More fish.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
He was a god.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Okay, we made it through the chopping fish. That was a lot of fish we chopped. There's my locker. It's the same as my room. We got Chinese food, we got our Switch, our Nintendo, we got our posters.
Began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Is that me? The guillotine?
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
I did a much better job.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
It's a giant cat. There's a cat. I knew I'd find one.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Molly.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
My queen!
Bend down his head. The rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
So we still have Dawn and Edie. My mom and grandma. Can I climb down? Yes. Here we go. Oh, nope, I can't go this way. Okay. Which way do I go next? Need to find my way up. There's a way around there. Oh, there's stairs. I see the stairs. Right here. No, not those stairs. Dang it. The one's next to it. We got locked into the animation. There we go.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
It's a lot of packing tape. Edith, mom.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
I used to do that for Christmas, those little links. We would tear off one of those every day until Christmas.
Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Subsuki. Edith.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
About to sip some tea.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Or they're gonna spill the
that
tea.
Edie had a key to it.
They're gonna spill the tea and I'm gonna sip it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
That's very non-specific.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Okay. History of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
Whoa.
God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
She drowned in the ocean.
I got turned around. started seeing things.
What did he jump over? There's nothing there.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Alright, we're at our old home. Or Grandma
Things
is.
I can't explain,
Edie.
but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Bye, Grandma. She's got a little
The
walker.
next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Yeah, but she's not going to leave because there's a fire.
After
She's
that,
going to
we
leave
moved around a
for the
lot.
nursing home.
We both tried to make the best of it.
Oh, they're mittens. I thought there was a cast at first in the beginning.
A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Dawn Finch.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh, so she died in childbirth. 18 years old. No, not even. And now he has the whole house. Family is cursed. Jeez. Dang. They all died. That's crazy. That family is definitely cursed. The replay a story option is now available. Oh, so you can see all the different stories. 1999 to 2017. Hey, that sucks. None of them really got to live. Sam had a tough life. He got divorced. Well, first his brother Calvin died. That had an impact on him. And military, got divorced, and then went hunting with his daughter, who, if he was divorced, he well, I guess, no, he had Gregory too, didn't he? So his wife killed their son. Where's his, didn't he have a daughter? Who was Sam's daughter? Was it Dawn? Yeah, it was Dawn, wasn't it? The one that was hunting and saw him die. And his son was Gus. So his son Gus got killed in the tornado. But I thought the tornado hit them too because he was burying the stepmom, which I guess would have been the woman that neglected their baby and ended up killing their baby. So Odin died on a boat. Edie, I guess she just died naturally. But she was alone. So that sucks. All her family had died or left her. Molly Cthulhu'd. She got Cthulhu'd. Barbara got monster mashed. Calvin got launched into space. Walter got hit by a train after spending like 30 years underground. Gregory drowned. Gus got tornadoed. Dawn, she got sick and died. She probably, I guess she was one of the ones that lived the longest. Well, I don't know. Lewis, he got beheaded. Milton, no one knows about Milton. He could still be alive. I wonder why they put 2003. That's when he maybe went missing, but he could still be alive. This little Doug lookalike. I don't think it was natural. She was drinking with her meds. Yeah. Probably didn't help that everybody left her. Alright, well there it is. What Remains of Edith Finch. Are you sure you want to quit? Yep. Goodbye. Alright, let's go and wrap it up for today. Not a huge long stream, but I did work quite a bit. Longer than I thought I was going to work today. I thought I was going to get off earlier, but a lot of stuff going on at work. So it was a busy day, but I appreciate everyone being here. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did and you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. Check out the Twitter and Discord in the description, and I'll see you guys next time.